Donald Trump expects a home state victory on Tuesday, but Trump has fired off a new round of salvos at the Republican establishment, unhappy that rival Ted Cruz is scooping up uncommitted delegates in other states.
I'm millions of votes ahead, which they don't even talk about. They never even mention it. They talk about delegates. And I'm hundreds of delegates ahead. But the system, folks, is rigged. It's a rigged, disgusting, dirty system. It's a dirty system.
Cruz says Trump is whining and is trying to bully the party and intimidate delegates.
Nominating Donald Trump would be a train wreck. That if Donald Trump is the nominee, Hillary Clinton wins, and she wins by double digits.
Cruz is running well behind Trump in New York, as is Ohio Governor John Kasich, who has cast himself as an optimistic alternative.
Some who feed off of the fears and the anger that is felt by some of us and exploit it, feed their own insatiable desires for fame or attention. That could drive America down into a ditch and not make us great again.
Frontrunner Hillary Clinton is favored in the Democratic race in New York over rival Bernie Sanders. Clinton holds a double-digit lead in most polls and looks to deal Sanders a big setback in New York.
I have noticed that under the bright spotlight and scrutiny here in New York, Senator Sanders has had trouble answering questions. He's had trouble answering questions about his core issue, namely dealing with the banks.
But Sanders continues to draw big crowds like this one in Manhattan and hopes to close the gap on Tuesday.
We have won 7 out of the last 8 caucuses and primaries. And when I look at an unbelievable crowd like this, I believe we're going to win here in New York next Tuesday.
The Democratic race has intensified in New York, said analyst Tom DeFrank on VOA's Issues in the News.
It's getting nastier and nastier, not just on the Republican side, but on the Democratic side, where you've got the two contenders, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, accusing each other of being unqualified to be president, which is just ludicrous on its face.
Both Democrats have New York roots. Sanders was raised in Brooklyn, while Clinton represented New York in the Senate. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.